Today's the 12th of May, nearly halfway through the month. I'm still in the book of James. We're nearly done in chapter 4. And one of the things that's I'm studying at this moment is the concept of pride that is resisted and humility that is rewarded. So first and foremost, we see the two forces at play. The one is pushing away, the one is attracting. Now the force that pushes away is coming from Yahweh, so it's from a high level, and the force that is pulling towards is coming from a lower level. So pride in itself is something that Yahweh doesn't approve of. Now if you ask yourself the question, I don't know if you ever thought about this, what was the first sin ever committed? Now people will jump to Genesis and they will say, it was eating the fruit. But there's something that happened prior to that. There was the twisting of Yahweh's words, which indirectly is a lie. It's bending the truth. It's putting the emphasis on the wrong part of the sentence or the truth, so to speak. And that basically caused the receiver of that message to make the wrong assumption. So twisting the truth is just as bad as telling a lie, because it's all about what truth will be perceived and what truth will be received. So from Yahweh's point of view, he wants to make sure that the truth is pure, and that's where we come from previously, talking about pure religion. The purity of the message is of paramount importance from Yahweh's perspective, and it's also very important for us. Otherwise we get the wrong message, we make the wrong assumptions, and then we start building a little religion, because anything that's not based on the truth is based on man-made ideas, conclusions, assumptions, which is basically the foundation of all religions. So Lucifer, or the serpent, the opposite, Nachash, in the garden created the first religion by twisting Yahweh's word. So it's still in the realm of connecting to Yahweh. He did not deny the existence of Yahweh. He didn't deny the power of Yahweh. He just elevated man to a level which they are not supposed to be at. And that elevation is what I want to look at today, or just briefly discuss today. That elevation is called pride. Now that is the original sin. Pride. Pride is to be elevated to a level which you do not have the authority to be elevated to. Yahweh is the only one who can elevate you. So when you look at it from that perspective, then the anointing and pride has the same outcome. It elevates you to a point of authority, to a place of authority, where you will have the ability to speak into people's lives, to transform the physical from a spiritual point of view. But the one is from Yahweh, it originates from him. The other one originates from the Nachash. So the anointing that comes from Yahweh is what Adam and Chava had to wait for. It's for Yahweh to elevate them, not for them to take it, but to receive it. Now you can always dissect society within two main groups. The one group are takers, and the other group, they are receivers. Now takers are people who will be prone to steal, covet, because they've got this internal drive, this internal force to grab onto something even though it's not theirs. A receiver, someone who receives, are waiting patiently Joseph is a perfect example of someone who was humbled first, went to a low point, and he was elevated not by himself but by Pharaoh because of the anointing that Yahweh placed inside of him. So the elevation of the anointing of Yahweh has got the purpose and the function to elevate you regardless. So you will be elevated, don't worry about it. You don't have to take it by force, you don't have to jump on it or grab it. You just have to be patient. And for you to receive the anointing and the elevation that's associated with that is to humble yourself. Now, it's sometimes difficult to humble yourself. You can make a decision, I'm going to be humble today. I'm going to dirty out the cheek. I'm going not to defend myself. I'd rather stand for the truth, but always give someone else the benefit of the doubt in working through a situation in the environment of peace. You can make those decisions. But when you're in the heat of the moment, your nature will kick in. Now that's where the problem is. Our fallen nature has got a root of pride, because that is what caused Adam and Chava to fall. How did they fall? They were removed from the garden. The last time we looked at the river that flowed from Eden that watered the garden. So Eden is higher than the garden, and then Adam and Chava were removed from the garden, and there were 4 rivers, 4 heads that spread from that river. That means that anything outside the garden is a lower state for those sources of water to flow from it. So that was yet again a lower state. So to be humiliated, to be brought down, is part of the healing process of removing the root of pride. Now tomorrow I'm going to spend some time on explaining this at the hand of the Greek words that we're going to look at for resist, also for humility, and also pride, and we're going to come to a conclusion that confirm my statement today. So think about that and anticipate Yahweh working in your life, Yahweh doing a work in you to remove those roots of pride. So I hope you have a lovely day.